It's the NFC Divisional Round Playoffs on EA Sports. It's the Detroit Lions taking on the Washington Commanders.
This Lion fan base have been craving home playoff football since this building opened in 2002, and they've got it today at Ford Field in Detroit. But just ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game, and we got a great one in store, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Detroit Lions. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long.
Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
And in some ways, he's awfully fortunate to get another shot right here in these playoffs because he wasn't particularly sharp in the wild card victory. The ball ended up in the hands of the opponents a few too many times when he threw it.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Right away, they rack up 10 yards on their first play from scrimmage.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. He's going to use his legs here. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. And a solid job using his legs. 16 yards and a first down on the keeper. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
An inside give. Here's Portis. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They'll go right back to the ground with Portis. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 2nd and 7, operating from the 34. They'll give this up the middle to Portis. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Looking to throw. Daniels. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to have a Commander's first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
On first down, Daniels. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Daniels. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll run on 3rd down with Portis. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there, and I'd go right at him with another momentum play. I'd go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop him on 3rd down.
To the back of the end zone, but too high. Over everybody and incomplete. They send the tight end Davis in motion. On the give, here's Portis. Oh, a good move at the 5. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Now they've gotten it to the 4 on this opening drive, but now they face a 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, Daniels. Touchdown! From 4 yards out. And the Commanders are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Forget about the storylines of being intimidated in the playoffs on the road. I mean, that was pretty clinical right there.
Yeah, they didn't treat it like it was a playoff game in January, did they?
No.
That felt much more like, hey, we're back in August, running a few drills in the practice field. They seem unaffected by what they're facing in this one.
Now the extra point. It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it was polished off by a Washington touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown going to bring it out of his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They're brought out by a former #1 overall pick coming off one of his best seasons ever in year 7 of his career, now in year 8, Jared Goff.
And what a great game that was to watch last week because he put on a show in the wild card round with 5 touchdown passes. So if you ever want to see what a hot quarterback looks like, watch that tape. Let's see if that same hot quarterback shows up in this one.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Off play action. Here's Goff. Looking for Perriman, and it's intercepted. Inside the 20. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
How about this starting field position? 1st and goal from 2 yards out. The drive will start with an option going left. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. Scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
Extra point attempt to come here. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And Detroit getting set to go now. And you work so hard during the regular season to earn that bye to go to the divisional round fresh. Well, maybe they're too fresh because they've come out here pretty flat.
And how many times have we seen it? And let's go to other sports now. Let's go to basketball, baseball, those ones where the playoffs are a series. And you see teams who were playing before versus the team that had the bye, and they take them on. And how many often does that team that had been playing before win game one?
Right.
Almost always, right? Feels that way anyway. When it's a one-shot deal like the NFL, that's critical because now you come in and you get the momentum. You can take them out in that one game, and it's over. And those other ones, that team at home usually gets a chance to recover, and they're usually the better team.
Well, they better halt that momentum on the other side quickly, or this might be their last game. Here's a 2nd and 5. Another run here with Sanders. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the
ball. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. $39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just now supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
From the gun on 3rd down, Daniels. And some space here. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Well, that's what you get, apparently, when you try to take on a Pro Bowl cornerback. And what a play there to make the interception and also bring it back for 6.
And he is so good that we've seen teams absolutely stay away from throwing the ball at him. Here, he's just reading the quarterback's eyes the entire way, makes a great play on the football, and turns it into 6.
Now the try here for the point after. And that one makes it 14-7. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. And the Washington offense heading out. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Daniels. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They hand it off to Portis. A beautiful fake. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there.
50 yards on the ground here for Harris. It's a first down.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Off play action. Daniels. He's going to throw one up for the end zone.
He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders.
A great effort there. 40 yards.
And the Commanders go up by 2 touchdowns. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
A try here for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And the result, a touchdown for Washington. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line.
And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter.
A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score.
Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly.
2nd down and 3.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
He'll get it here on the jet sweep.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Up the middle they go with Sanders.
And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9.
They'll go again with Sanders.
And he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2. Here's 3rd and 7.
Goff now looking to throw.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Now Goff on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Here's Goff. Here's Johnson with a reception. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one covers 29 yards, first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle.
And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. On 2nd down, here's Goff. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and now it's 3rd and 3. Here's Goff. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field. But defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
Now the Lions, they send out the field goal unit here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And this one is right through. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. He spins free. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Goff now to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's more.
And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 31-yard line.
They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Goff. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long.
Back to throw.
He's going to drop this down to Sanders.
And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. And his kick is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So out comes Washington's offense to take over. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Now this throw caught left side. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
Back to throw. Daniels over the middle. It's complete. In the wild card game last week, he had 4 catches, and now he has his 4th catch here. They'll look to throw again. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is taken in for a Washington this first half. And the Commanders are able to stretch out their lead. In the second quarter, and already his 2nd touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game, and I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And the lead is up to 15 now. That time a 6-play drive.
And it was polished off by a Washington touchdown. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. This taken in right around the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Goff on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
2nd and 5.
Goff now looks to throw. A throw caught here by Morton.
And he's going to have a first down here. They're also in the field goal range now at the 27-yard line.
To the air again. Goff.
Throw out wide is incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there as the first half is winding down.
And the Lions are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the second quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well.
So what you're saying is if they take the ball down to start the second half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And this one's back to an 8-point game. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. And this is going to be a Commander's first down as he's got this up to the 35-yard line.
So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up at legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay, where it was the visiting Saints who were able to walk away with the road victory. The Packers were able to rest a few of their starters, and as a result, they fall for just the second time all year and finish the regular season at 15-2. Meanwhile, in our game, we're set up for a terrific second half. So to find out who will advance to the NFC title game, let's send it back out to Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half.
And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. And the Lions getting set to go on offense to start the third. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now, because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
2nd and 10.
Goff shoves him aside. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Now it's Goff off the bootleg.
That's swung out wide to Sanders.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Again, Goff. Over the middle, complete. That's Johnson. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. Now Goff. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now Goff.
Got St. Brown running the quick slant here. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 23.
Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. On 1st and 10, Goff.
And that one too wide and incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw is Goff. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
Goff throwing again. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
And this one is right down Broadway. And that'll get the lead down to 5.
So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal.
Offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
First possession of the second half now for Washington.
They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case,
yeah, not the case.
Not at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about seeing defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really hot level.
They've been hot so far. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A big play there on the catch and run. 71 yards.
Oh, big-time credit. What a play design there. They wanted to get him loose in the open field, and they succeeded. He had all sorts of room to operate in, and they finally track him down inside the 5-yard line.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. A run with Portis. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
He'll try again, and he will take it in. Touchdown, Commanders. A touchdown run there from a yard out.
And they are able to add on to their advantage.
Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
Now for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And the result, a touchdown for Washington.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Detroit's offense ready to take over.
And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Another run with Sanders. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 51 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. Obviously an important run to avoid the 3-and-out on your own side of the field.
Shows a lot of faith in that offensive unit, doesn't it? That you want to run the ball in that situation, pick up the 1st down. Also helps out your defensive guys a little bit too. Allows them to get at least one more series of downs in order to get some rest.
On 1st down, Goff. He'll let this go for the end zone. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. A great effort there with his
the second touchdown of the night. And the Lions have cut it back within a score. That's an early touchdown grab for last week's NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He was so electric, and they talked about it all week long. Have to try to contain it.
And now for him, being able to focus on the task at hand and not just immediately assume that last week it totally carries over, but you got to like the start that he has, showing those great hands that we've seen from him throughout.
Extra point right down the middle. And this is back to a 5-point game. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the one touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes addition.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
Here's Goff. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Here's Sanders. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Here's 2nd and 7. Gone. This is caught. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Schlesinger. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Lions have moved out in front here in the final minute of the 3rd quarter. Well, nothing complicated about that. That's old school power football.
And effective. And that's the key to everything, right? Sometimes we try and do too many things. Just hand it to the big guy and let him go forward.
Goff and that Lions offense staying on the field. They'll try for 2. They'll look to throw. And he'll get into the end zone to push the lead up to a field goal. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. And here we go on the next drive for Washington. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just to yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a first down on that effort. Here's Portis. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. One quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 41, here's a 2nd and 7. Now a carry for Portis. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 6. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Lions offense set to take over. And right now they're just looking for a little more cushion, trying to make this a 2-score game. Points here would go a long way, obviously, to propelling them into the next round.
And this is where the head coach, offensive coordinator, they've had to set a tone all year long about what they do on offense. So most teams want to stay in attack mode, but you have to do it with some bit of caution, don't you? Because you can't come away with no points. You need these points here in order to feel a lot better about where they are in this game.
But this time of the year, playoffs, game of this magnitude, this is what we hope for.
Yeah, it's exactly what we hope for. You want to run your offense cautiously, but not so cautiously that you just give it up.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down.
Now it's gone. He gets this one to Johnson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
And he carries this one past the midfield stripe and into Commander territory. Now 2nd and 3.
They'll look to throw here. And Sanders has got it complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And able to use the stiff arm to gain leverage initially, but not much room thereafter. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's 2nd down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
They go back to the ground with Sanders. And he's going to be stopped close to the 1st down marker at Washington's 12-yard line.
It's 33. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll run with Sanders. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
On 1st down, it's gone. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
And the Commanders are right back in this football game.
A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
From the 41, this is 2nd and a yard.
Now a give left side. It's Portis. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting one more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
Two yards still to go. 3rd down now.
Looking to throw. Daniels.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Operating from the gun, Daniels. Drops this one off to Portis. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that'll make it 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Daniels. Short throw, that's caught by Davis. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Back to throw, Daniels. They set up the screen to Portis. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Again, he'll drop to Terry McLaurin. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
Back to throw again. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete.
And he'll be pulled down, and now a late flag will come with it. And that's in the area of a face mask, I think. But Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
But the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
Now 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it here with Portis. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Commanders have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. A late turnover is so often the difference in a ball game, and here the turnover leads to the go-ahead touchdown.
So repeat after me, partner. You have to take care of the football. In order to protect the lead, you must take care of the football. Ball security. How many times do they have to say it? They've been preaching it since day 1 of camp, and it came back to bite them right there.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
So here's Goff and the Lions. Down by 4, 2:09 to play. They'll have one play, maybe two, before the 2-minute warning as they've got a first down. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Now 2nd and 4. From the gun, here's Goff. He'll get this into the hands of Morton. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And he is going to get out of bounds with the first down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. The throw over the middle taken in. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. Here's 1st down. Now Goff. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Lions answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it. And this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. And now it's Washington's turn, trailing by a field goal. 1:13 to play. A field goal could get this playoff game to overtime, but this crowd, they are going to make it tough as they line up 1st and 10. Back to throw. He completes it to Hunter. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. He'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. They'll look to throw. He's got McLaurin. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And complete. It's Hunter. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. He's back to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Hunter. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.